Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Pemko. This is their part number 153SNV is what it is. This is a threshold. It's a bit of a less common style threshold in the realm of commercial settings, but you'll very often see these in residential settings for sure. And the reasoning is because you're generally going to be mitigating two different floor surfaces. You'll have finished floor work on the inside of the home. You'll have a sill that's out here, and having a threshold that will navigate that unusual transition in floor is where this comes into play. Okay, the subfloor will be down in here, and you want to get that pre-hung installed, held tight over your sill. This would be a great option for that. This is the 153, and that's representative of the profile of this item. Let's take a basic dimensional property of the item. There is an image down below that shows us it's 5 5/8 maybe? Yeah, 5 5/8 wide. It's going to have a height dimension over here of 5/8 of an inch. And then a 1/2 of an inch from the underside, the web that's here, down to the front leading edge. Assuming that this and this are on the same plane, that means you're going to have an overall of an 1 1/8 inches. This portion here is going to be 3/8 of an inch. Pardon me, 3 3/8. Then you've got your door rabbet that's going to sit there. And the 153 is representative of all of these dimensional properties. Now the SN means satin nickel. That's the color that they're trying to emulate here. I've had people call and say that's not satin nickel. No, it's not. It's an anodized finish over aluminum that the factory is telling us it's meant to emulate satin nickel. So if you're looking for a true satin nickel finish, this won't be it. Although it's a lot closer than mill aluminum, that's for sure. So I would take the, I'd be happy for the closest that we could, that the manufacturer can make. So that's SN finish. Now the V means the insert is vinyl. So that's a bump up style inserted vinyl that your door will close and make contact with. Okay, giving you a seal here. Now about the seal, is it advantageous to have only the seal? Let's talk about that now. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. It should be stated that this threshold is classified as an outswing sort of threshold. Here in southern Florida, you're going to see outswing doors. For hurricane code, you'll very commonly see doors that are going to be outswing because they're going to be able to bump up against a threshold sort of stop at the bottom, in addition to the stop at the header and the 2 vertical jambs, giving you 4 sides where the door is literally capable of being stopped by the treatment around its perimeter. The downside of this sort of threshold, exactly as seen in southern Florida, is horizontal rain. You'd kind of want to have a sweep out here. I don't want my line of defense to be here. So to the face of the door, I'm certainly going to be adding a minimum of a door sweep, and and quite surely a door sweep that will incorporate a drip cap. So any water that gets there will help be driven away from the face leading edge of the threshold as well. And in terms of drip caps, I'd put one up at the header as well. These are about 9/16 projection drip caps. The ones at the header are about 2.5 inch. If you looked for the Pemko 345 and 346 SN, you'll find those drip caps. Okay, this happens to be a 3-foot length. You can really order these in any length that you want. The factory likely brings this extrusion in at 16.5 feet or so. By all means, order the next longest piece or pieces and indicate in the comment field the net length that you'd like for us to send it out to you at. 36 may not be the right size. You might need 36.5. You might need 35 5/8. So whatever that is, feel free to order it, or order it the way you like and then just trim it. But if you order it the custom size, you're going to get a really nice clean factory edge, and the first countersink at the proper distance from the edge, and the proper center to center moving down the threshold as well. Not really heavy, weighs 1.9 pound for 3 foot of it, so it weighs about 0.6564 pound per foot. 0.64 pound per foot. Okay. Let's switch to the screen view. Oh, sorry, before we do that, fasteners are included. It will be in a complementary finish at the head of the screw. Let's switch now to the screen view where we can take a closer look at some of the supporting information. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Here is the item that we are looking at. Now the 153SN, we're going to have this listed in the site in lots of lengths because we were just speaking about different lengths, and I'll show you what we have them listed. Here is the extended description that's down here as well, showing you the dimensional properties. 4-degree bevel, that's nice to be able to drive that water back and away. Then extended information here, outswinging doors, allows a 3/8 of an inch clearance. And the one dimension that we didn't give is what's the dimension from here to here. I'll put that tape measure on there right now. And they're saying 3/8 clearance. Yeah, so that dimension is 3/8 of an inch from basically here up to the top here. So also one other dimension to take that I'd like to give you. When they're saying clearance, they're saying the bottom of the the bottom of the door to the top of whatever you're installing this onto. And yeah, 3/8 clearance. So that's going to also work really well for the dimension from right here to right here. So whatever surface that you're installing this onto, take 3/8 off of your door, and it's going to work just splendidly with this. It'll come right in this area, give you a small margin here, and it's going to work greatly. That's really the clearance, what they're talking about. The bottom of the door to the top of whatever, your sill condition. That's clearance. Undercut is the dimension from the underside of the door to the bottom of the jamb. That dimension doesn't apply to this at all. We want to talk about clearance. Okay. Now, there is, we talked about lengths. We have it listed here from 2 foot to 8 foot in 6-inch increments. So you can order, you can get the idea, you can order any size that you want. Be mindful, after you get longer than 3 foot, the cost to ship starts to take an elliptical movement on the XY graph. It gets costly. Don't order 8 foot unless you absolutely have to have 8 foot pieces. Now, there is a link below this video here to the manufacturer's page. When you click on that, you'll be able to pull up not only all of the Pemko products that we sell by means of this horizontal navigation here, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Let's pull our part number, 153, and then we'll open up that product catalog. And then we can do a search for 153. Obviously, we're going to come up with a lot of search results, but we'll get to the page where we can find the residential thresholds, and that is going to be in this catalog section that is titled Residential Thresholds. Here it is. The 153 is going to be on page 294. We'll scroll to that. 294, they said. I don't see it on 294. I may have seen that wrong. .300 is the page number. And there's our threshold sill, our outswing threshold sill. This also tells us that it is available in A for mill aluminum finish, bright dip gold, which is a shiny metallic gold, D for dark bronze, gold, which is a matte colored gold, and then SN for satin nickel. They can also do this for sure in a black suede powder coat, in a white suede powder coat, and they can also do it in a like a dark bronze powder coated version that would, you know, rival the D finish for dark bronze. So this catalog is handy. You might want to take a tour through it to see other options of other residential thresholds. The most common ones that we sell are going to be your 93518, your 95518 with the wooden substrate. Here, very common adjustable top aluminum, adjustable top wood, really, really common. Do they have an outswing? They sure do. It's right here. This is a I believe that part number is a PK47 for the moisture barrier. You can buy those separately. They do fatigue with time. Extensions are available, which I believe we've scrolled past now a couple of times. Here they are. 3/4 inch, 2 inch, and 3 inch extensions. Lots of things threshold related in this catalog. If you're not sure what you need, no manufacturer has more options than Pemko does in a single document. Let's wrap up this video on camera. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Very typical item that we sell from Pemko, although you don't sell the 153 very often. Generally, residential thresholds like this and the others in the residential catalog are more commonly bought by door pre-hangers, people building doors and frames, because that threshold very often becomes a structural member of the entire assembly. That whole unit, that pre-hung unit, goes to the job site. They put it in the opening and they nail it down. They're done. Their job there is done. The problem with that is it's hard to extract a threshold like this from its opening, because it is attached mechanically from the sides or the back of the jamb. Those types of thresholds will not have screw dimples nor be provided with fasteners. And it can be a larger project than you really want it to end up being, so be mindful. It could be a hassle, such as home ownership. If you have any questions on the Pemko 153 SNV Outswinging Thresho Sill style residential threshold, or any other Pemko product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.